As concerned citizens of Nigeria, under the umbrella of the Concerned Citizen Coalition, with an overarching objective to promote the ideal of good governance and a strong and viable Nigeria through instrumental advocacy. We are gathered here in accordance with this mandate to protest the interests of Nigeria against those individual organizations that are conspiring to truncate the nascent democracy in our beloved Nigeria. That indeed, some organizations in Nigeria are acting against our interests by masquerading under acclaimed international organizations working in the interest of an enthronement of peace, while in truth, they are nothing but agents of some foreign countries that do not want the progress of our dear, lovely country, Nigeria.
Yes!
For Amnesty as Nigeria will take none of its despicable opposition to the growth and development of Nigeria.
Yes.
That Nigeria decides to toe on the side of caution is not an indication of weakness, but a display of the true Nigerian spirit that is abounding in love and tolerance. But this time around, we have decided to take the bull by the horn.
Yes.
By demanding that Amnesty International must leave Nigeria as a matter of urgency.
Yes.
And Nigeria concerned.
Yes. Yes.
Amnesty International represent everything that is against the interests of Nigeria.
Very true, sir.
In the sense that their contribution to the buoyancy of the Boko Haram, ISWAP terrorist group in northeast Nigeria is legendary and through concocted and fictitious report that makes a mockery of human rights evaluations and compliance. The time to act is indeed now.
Yes!
Our demand is simple. And in the best interest of the generality of Nigeria, yes, Amnesty International must leave Nigeria.
Yes.
Yes. For we cannot afford the luxury of harboring organizations that are in bed with terrorist networks around the world. We can also afford to allow the blood monies. Nigeria are more united, more than before, in this resolve to see the closure of the Office of Amnesty International in Nigeria. And it is our firm belief that the relevant authorities in Nigeria would act in the best interest of Nigeria in this regard. Nigeria are not fools. We are not fools.
We are not fools.
We have tolerated enough. And have consequently decided to act to save our beloved country from inimical collapse by the threat posed by the Amnesty International and their cronies, because we have nowhere like Nigeria.
Yes.
Nigeria is the only home we have.
Yes.
We have nowhere to go.
Yes.
Yes.
We advise them to take their loads from Iran to their gullible countries where they can act as they wish, but not Nigeria. They can go for all we care, as there is no business between light and darkness.
Yes.
No. Not at all.
Not at all.
We consequently give a charge to the relevant authority to act fast in the light of the abundant piece of evidence of the shameful act of Amnesty International against Nigeria. Our security agency must investigate their operations in Nigeria in the past 5 years, if not more than, because for a long time they have been hiding under the pretense of helping us, not knowing that they are the one fueling the ember of divisions in this nation.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And we will not allow it to continue.
Not anymore.
Our security agencies must investigate their operations in Nigeria in the past 5 years, which would include source of funding to avoid such anomaly in the future. We wish to sound a note of warning to Amnesty International that pending their departure from Nigeria, Nigeria will indeed hold it responsible should there be any resurgence of violence and criminal activities in Nigeria, because they are very smart in doing it. They are very smart in trying to nurture a nation's people against people in the country, whereby with the aims of disintegrating their nations. We know what they have been doing, but at this point, we are giving them time to leave Nigeria.
Amen.
The word is indeed enough for a wise.
Yes.
Nigeria are watching, and the world is watching.